Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I promised this video yesterday after talking about Oliver Buck signing for Celtic, obviously our first signing of the January transfer window, and I said I was going to make a more in-depth video about Celtic's January and how much it actually means to the club moving forward. Now there's a few aspects to go around as we talk in this video. This is a part one of two parts. Tomorrow I'm going to upload a video talking about players who I think should leave Celtic and who we should try and cash in on, who we should try and just relieve the wages from over the next 6 months, and whether it be in January or the end of the season, who I think should leave Celtic. That video will be tomorrow. Today we're talking purely ins. We are talking about the improvements that Celtic need to try and, go and claim that 8th title with ease. Because, as you know, Celtic have just came off the back of a defeat from Rangers. Not that I want to remind us of that, not that I want that to be fresh in the mind. Let's get over it and move on and get ready to, just charge for the next 6 months and get our 8th title. I firmly believe we'll do that, but we need to do it with players who are going to improve the squad. And it's not only for a domestic charge, it's not only just to continue the domination of Scottish football, which I know a lot of non-Celtic fans don't like, but guess what? Celtic fans do like it. So, we do need to improve our squad. But for so many reasons, not just that, for European football as well. If we want to go to Valencia, and we want to, which I am going to, I'm going to Valencia, in case you didn't see my New Year's video, because not a lot of people clicked on that video, but a lot of people I feel like might click on this video. I will be in Benidorm the week of Valencia for the Celtic game. If you want to see content, let me know what you'd like to see when I'm there. There will be vlogs from the Mestalla and such if I get my hands on a ticket, whether it be in a home and away end. But that's a different fuck story. But for the European games, we need a better squad if we want to at least, make some sort of impression against a Valencia side who have struggled this season, to just improve the depth of the squad, because players are dropping in and out with injuries all the time, and we have shown weaknesses at many areas of the park. We had to play fucking Cal McGregor at left back, for example, against Rangers. Things like that. We need to make sure we've got a solid depth behind every player, and just overall, there's players at the club who are just not pulling their weight and not really justifying the wage they're on, and we need to really just give them a kick up the arse by bringing in players who could be better than them. Get them kicking, get them playing for the position, because I feel like a lot of players are playing with that mindset of, well, nobody's going to replace me. I'm the best at this position in the team, and I'm not going to lose my spot. I feel like we have a lot of kind of mindsets which are, we're going to win anyway, we're going to win the league, blah blah, and there's not enough push sometimes. There's not enough want, not enough hunger from some players, and I feel like a kick up the arse is needed from some rejuvenation from the outside. Bring in other players. I'm not saying fucking Celtic are a dying club and we're in a fucking position of jeopardy where we have nothing to look forward to and we're going to just keep going backwards. We're not in that position. If we still had this squad by the end of the January window, yes, I would be severely disappointed in Brendan Rodgers, Peter Law, and whoever made the decisions to not make signings. But at the end of the day, I would still be very confident us going forward to win a treble. So it's not the end of the world. It's not do or die. But it does need to be looked into. So this January transfer window, what does Celtic need to improve on? Where do we need to bring in players? What is direly needed at the club? Well, I mean, if you're going to start from the back, we've heard all these rumours. Let's address the rumours first. We've been linked with names. We've been linked with Timothy Weah. That's been going on for a couple of weeks now. He's maybe coming in as a kind of left winger / striker. Would be a nice signing, I imagine. The son of obviously the famous George Weah, who I believe is he like the president of Liberia or something like that, which is pretty odd. But anyway, George Weah, very famous footballer, one of the greatest. His son could potentially come to Celtic, currently playing for PSG, obviously has talent. The boy up front who plays for the Serbian side, I forgot his name off the top of my head, it's like a triple fucking barrel name, a double barrel name, something like that. We've been linked with him, he's another striker. There's been talks about us signing right backs from America, talks about us signing Alvarez from Basel, I think it is he plays for. Been a lot of names thrown about, but as we know, every single transfer window since Brendan Rodgers has arrived, we've been linked with a boy for Brighton as well, a striker, young man, 18 I think, Irish maybe. We know names get thrown about all the time, and you've got to take everything with a pinch of salt. Ultimately, it's kind of worked reverse so far this window. I heard nothing about Oliver Buck, and then he arrived, then he signed, So is that going to be the story of the transfer window? Are we going to just make these signings without Celtic fans being suspecting of anything? Which I kind of like. I like a surprise, and also I like keeping it quiet, because then we can just get our business done without any hassle and anybody trying to step in and such. But we need to improve. Starting from the back. Where is the plain and obvious place to start? It starts with Mikael Lustig. He's got to be replaced. There is no question about that. And if we end this transfer window without a new right back, that is the one position where I will be severely disappointed if we don't bring anybody in. I know I said I wouldn't mind if we ended with the same squad, but please Brendan Rodgers, please Peter Lowe, please anybody who has any significance to Celtic Football Club that may see this video somehow, get us a fucking right back. Pardon my French. Mikael Lustig has been done since the turn of the 2017-18 season. He has let us down consistently, and I still have huge amounts of respect for the guy. He's been at the club since, 2011 now. He's very passionate. He loves Celtic. He has been a great player in his time at Celtic. Has been a good player. Has been a great player. Those days are gone. And he is consistently showing that he is not good enough to continue being a first-team starter for Celtic. And I'm not saying get rid of him, ship him out, just have him nowhere near the club. As I said, he's got a lot of love and passion for the club, and he's got a lot of achievements here. Let's respect that. Keep him as a fucking backup right back. But we need someone who brings pace, who brings strength, who brings composure on the ball, who brings a sense of confidence, and someone who can lead as well. When Lustig has had the captaincy, when Brown was injured, I didn't really see a sense of leadership in him. He consistently shites out of everything. He backs off every player. He allows them to take the fucking piss right out of him. He looks lost. He ends up dragging himself into the centre of the park and someone has to go and cover over on the right hand side. When there's no need for it. He's got no pace left. His legs are gone. The guy's over 30. You need a fast fullback. Look at Kieran Tierney. Compare Lustig with Tierney. If they were in a race, then Tierney, by the time he's won it, Lustig is back about 10 metres. He's just not got any pace left. He's no composure. He just gets rid of the ball without any sort of looking up and evaluating the scenario in front of him. Just kicks it. Just kicks it anywhere. We need a right back. That is the one position where we need to improve pronto. In Europe, he gets shown up time and time again from anybody from the likes of fucking Sean Wright-Phillips to Lionel Messi. Takes the cunt right out of him. He has no awareness, no composure. We need to improve in that position. There's no doubt about that. We need a right back. If I was to give a suggestion for a right back to sign, guess what? It's not possible because anybody who I'd want to see sign for Celtic is unrealistic. We had a chance to sign Callum Patterson a couple of years ago. I would have loved to have done Callum Patterson into the club. Obviously, he's doing, bits at Cardiff, playing all over the place. So his value is sky high. There's players like Stephen O'Donnell who I'd even like to see in a Celtic top over Mikael Lustig. We just need a right back, someone who's better, whether that is someone we know from British football or from afar. I don't like the idea of signing this young American boy who plays for a college team. I don't like that. I think that is a very big step if he was to become a first team right back. Maybe he has bags of talent. Maybe he will be good, but we need to sign a right back, someone of first team quality with all the above traits that I have already mentioned. Would I like to see another centre back come into the club? Perhaps so. Ayer, Benkovic, Simonovic and Boyata seems like a decent amount of depth, but when you see some performances, it's not at the top of the list. I feel like we've done a lot by bringing in Benkovic. I feel like that really did help, and him himself has helped transform that area of the park. It's probably not a priority. Left back, do we need depth? Yes, we do. Izagiri, he's a bit, I think against the lesser teams, it looks decent, and then he steps up into the bigger games and he's just a bit lost. A wee bit past it as well. But Tierney, when he's back to full fitness, is never really out the team, is he? So once again, it's not a priority, but the depth would be nice. We need a central midfielder. As much as the Rogic, Christie and McGregor formula has been fantastic, in my opinion, we still lack something. Brown is looking like he's slowly fading. Or even quickly fading, some would say. We need someone there. We need an anchor man. We need a defensive-minded centre mid. John McGinn would have been the answer if we just wanted to spend the fucking money. One thing we can't do through this January window, and I've already seen it with that boy I was talking about, the guy who plays in Serbia up front. Apparently they wanted something like 2.2 million and he said, no, we'll give you 1.7. What is the fucking point? Pay the 2.2. What is the big deal? There is no impact on Celtic whatsoever if we spend that extra 500 grand. No impact. The money we have generated over the past 2 years under Brendan Rodgers is unbelievable. Spend the money. And if we spent the money on John McGinn, I think he has been fantastic at Aston Villa. In the first few weeks of the season, when he was just getting assists, and goals, blah blah, I was just sitting there, my head in my hands, thinking, "Fuck me, why was I the only one who was pushing for this signing?" I wasn't the only one, but a lot of people weren't too happy at the idea of it. We need a centre mid. We still need an aggressive, when I put a new Scott Brown. We need someone with that Scott Brown talent, fucking Roy Keane kind of attitude towards things. We need someone like that. We need an aggressive defensive midfielder who is going to be solid for us in European games especially. We need a left winger. Timothy Weah might be the answer to that, but we need a left winger. And I know I'm stating a lot of the obvious here. Left winger, we need someone with pace who plays at a consistent level every week. Not Scott Sinclair who turns up once in a blue moon and then disappears. No, we need a consistent left winger who's going to be scoring goals, making goals, and creating a threat. Sinclair is beyond predictable at this point. Defenders know what to do against him. We need someone to bring an unpredictability. Maybe Buck could be the answer. Maybe if he moves over to that left-hand side, we do have an option there. But I would still like to see someone who is better than what we, would expect as a signing. Someone to make us go, wow, I can't believe we've signed him. Are we going to get that, especially in the January window? Probably not, which is frustrating. We need a left winger. And we need a striker. Griffiths is out for God knows how long. Edouard is fiddling in and out of fitness issues. We need a striker. Mikey Johnson, as much as I have a great amount of respect for him coming into the team and showing his talent and such, he's still very young. And again, in the old firm, he looked very out of his depths. And maybe that was just because of the lack of service from the left wing and such. But we need a striker who scores goals on a weekly basis, and we've been linked with a few. But once again, we should be going for someone who I think has already proven himself. And we know is going to score goals. Rangers picked up Jermaine Defoe, who I'm not in the same boat as all the Rangers fans saying, oh, he's going to fucking tear up here. No, I think he's going to really struggle with fitness issues, and I'm not going to open my mouth. I'm not going to jinx it. Defoe could be a great player. I'd like to see somebody like that, someone who's proven himself, even if it's short term, like Robbie Keane done or something. Just anybody who can get us goals and create an impact in the European stage as well. Those areas of the park need to be improved. Yes, it's very plain and obvious, and yes, it's what everybody's saying on Twitter and such, but we need to get it done. We need to get it done. I'm not too bothered if we do end the window with the same squad, but to shut up everything about this title challenge and Celtic slipping in that, just make the signings. Shut them up. Do it. For that reason alone. Let me know your opinions to my opinions and such. Big January ahead. One signing already. Pretty quiet in the Western Front as of right now. Not heard anything a bit. But we'll see what happens. I should say the Eastern Front. But still. Anyway, like and subscribe. I'll see you all next time.